And I'm like, hold on. So just to be clear, so the guy you lost your virginity to, you matched with him on a gay dating app. You went to a truck stop. You him in the truck within an hour of meeting him. He was homeless. But here I am, a good guy.
Yeah.
And I have to wait a month? But like, you lost your virginity to a homeless truck driver? And he hit within an hour? And on the first date, and I gotta wait? That's crazy.
Maybe she learned her lesson the hard way and changed her
that's crazy.
I just don't want to.
I've always had to update my protocol each bad experience I have.
I just don't want to add to my body count that is already very low to a guy that isn't going to commit to me. I need to know
That's a hard sell, man. Go ahead.
I need to know that he's going to commit, because honestly, I just want my person, and yeah, I just want to give him me and no one else. I don't just want to sleep around. And I know that's kind of contradicting because of what I've been through, but that happened because I was SA'd and I was just desperate to lose it consensually.
That doesn't... I'm a little confused. I mean by that, wouldn't you be like you just... How soon after you were SA'd did this...
About 3 months after.
Wouldn't...
It's called a great response. It's very common. It's a thing.
It's a thing. Very funny that the distinct difference between men and women. Men do get SA'd, and they get SA'd often. It's so interesting to me how much, though, the accountability for women goes back to, I do this bad behavior because of SA, and it's not excused in men at all, ever.
How do men get SA'd all the time? I don't think
especially
women know
when
that.
they're young. Well, hang on. Especially when they're young, you do realize that this is true. It happens to men as well, and yet they're not allowed to use it as a crutch
think they really
for
talk about it
current
much.
bad behavior. In fact, society shrugs it off. They say, it doesn't matter if this horrible thing happened to you. You must be held to account for the thing you're currently doing. And yet, for some reason, for women, they can call back to an...
I don't think men are talking about it.
Yet, for women, they can call back to an SA story. And somehow, that's supposed to lend more credibility to the shit behavior they have right now. Can you explain that to me?
I'm not excusing it. I don't like that happened, but I think it led me to where I am now.
I'm sorry, I wasn't directing that at you. I was
donated $100. If you want commitment before sex, then here's a surefire way. Tell him you only let men hit it raw. Hence, you need commitment and exclusivity in a relationship before hooking up.
Yeah, like for instance, I could never, excuse current bad behavior by saying it's because Desiree assaulted me and Brian.
It's not current.
Brian and I could never in a million years. Hang on, Brian and I could stop. Desiree, let me finish my point. Brian and I could never in a million years excuse current bad behavior because Desiree over there assaulted us. We couldn't do it, and yet for some reason.
I'm not excusing.
Perfectly acceptable for women to do that.
I am not using it as an excuse. I'm explaining my reasoning as to why I met up with a stranger. It was wrong, and I shouldn't have done it. But my mindset.
Well,
was
so you brought it up. The context you brought it up in is saying you have a brand new standard for new men, where despite you having lost your virginity, your new standard is that I got to date the guy for a whole month. This could mean meeting up like a handful of times, multiple times, 10 times, 15 times, whatever. You're going to make him,
It's not a standard. I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean? You just said you're the next guy.
I said I would like to. I mean, I just want commitment, honestly. I don't, as I said, I don't want to.
You just want commitment?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's, but you, no, you said, even if he says, okay, on the first date, I will be your boyfriend, you would still wait.
I guess it wouldn't be the same day.
Well, and then let's assume that most guys aren't going to do that, and they're going to want to date you for a period of time. So, oh my God.
I mean, yeah, if we're dating, if we're seeing each other, if we're exclusive and he's just not asking me yet, then...
Hold on. Ladies at the table, how long does it take you to get exclusivity and boyfriend-girlfriend from a dude? How long? 3 months? 4 months? 6 months? How long does it take you?
It depends from the situation.
Average.
I think. Like, for me, like, by my side, then I don't know the other side, like 2 months, but
2 months?
I will...
Yeah, I'll say like a month and a half for me.
But you got before.
Anybody else want to weigh in on this?
Months. I, for some reason, get the ones that want to like breed me.
That's cool. Okay. Vivian?
I would have a conversation about it with them, so I wouldn't have a... Could be...
So...
I mean, I don't know. I've never experienced that. I've never had anything normal.
So let's say you go on a date with a guy and it's going well, and he's like, hey, do you want to go back to my place? Did you say no?
I would go to his place. Yeah.
Okay, the underlying, he wants to have sex. He wants to hook up. Would you have, okay,
if it
you'd
were
go
like
back to his
the
place.
second
Would you have
date,
sex with him?
No.
If it was the first date?
No.
Second date?
No.
Third date?
We would have to be seeing each other for a while.
How long?
I guess a month.
Okay.
But consistently and exclusively.
2-3 times a...
Yeah, a week, yeah.
A week?
Talking to each other, talking to nobody else, sure.
This is like, it's just like...
His intention, no? Like,
huh?
You
Into the mic.
You need to see his intention. Like,
yeah.
if he... Oh, no.
Damn, bro.
You can say, like,
so
a
close
period,
to making
like,
my point.
1 month.
So close, guys. Go ahead.
I don't think that you can say, like, 1 week, 1 month. Like, you know a guy, and then you see how it is. You see how you feel with him.
But why do girls have this, like... This totally different, like, y'all will hook up with the dude. Y'all hook up with the dude within an hour of meeting, same night.
Like, for me, like, I hook up with a dude, and then I decide if I want to, like, keep singing or not. For what, like, how I am. But
sure.
I'm kind of the same.
It depends. Like, it depends from, like, because I'm not the kind of person that says, okay, I want something, like... official, so, but it depends how you are, I think.
Like, if a guy is musty, you might not want to sleep with him on the first, like, you know, early on, but if he's like, if you're really attracted to him, you are probably more inclined.
I explained my reasoning for the first mistake that I made. I wouldn't make that mistake again. I was very young. I was not in the same mindset.
Hold on, just to be clear, you dated that guy for 2 years. So not just one mistake, and then immediately after the breakup, you...
Not immediately, but... Yeah.
The very next guy you dated, you hooked up with him on the second date. Is that...
I got the impression that we were going to start seeing each other and that we were going to be exclusive, and I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions, but that is why.
But okay, it's just to
me
it's crazy.
That he was going to
me, it's crazy that
start seeing me.
That's fine, but like have it be your actual standard. Like girls, you guys just will leverage sex.
Well, sometimes we just feel extra vulnerable.
Like, do you have any objections actually to sleeping with somebody super quick?
No, I would not hook up with somebody. No,
you've literally done it twice or more. We've heard of 2.
No, just 2.
Just the 2.
I don't. The first one, yes. The second one, it was not that.
Okay, so I'm just confused why women will, like, in their past, they'll sleep with guys really quick, and then when the guy who's worthy of a relationship,
I mean, yeah,
that's the guy you make wait.
In a sense, guys do the
just
same
to be clear,
thing. They
women give
sex
to the boys, the jerks, the assholes, the abusers. Instantly, but the guy who's treats you well, who's deserving of a long-term relationship,
it's the same mechanism that men use.
The guy who's deserving of the relationship, he has to wait a month to have sex.
No,
that's crazy.
No, if I were,
no, I got your
you
point.
agree?
Yeah, no,
the Italian girls agree.
Because I get your point. I get what you're saying, but I think that, I mean, I don't know if I don't do that, but I see a lot of girls that does it.
They do it all the time.
But I think it's because they want to be sure that keep seeing him. I guess. I don't know. I'm not.
If he likes you like that.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
You have with him
but
too soon.
We have been sold the message our whole lives that guys are judging us based on that. So I know for me personally, I was so in my head trying to be like, what's the date number that I could sleep with the guy so that he would take me seriously, but not wait too long to where he thinks I'm rude.
I don't think there's ever been a situation
there was just a lot of dating advice out there, like during
there is no
of the dating apps. Look, there was like
there's no universe. If we're looking at multiverse type shit, there is no one universe where you sleep with the guy and he doesn't want to date you. Take you seriously.
No, Desert Joe donated $100. I was believing Jade and sympathetic to her story. Not so much now. She's revealed so many contradictions it's obvious clout chasing. The rest of the panel is bored with how much attention spent on her.
I mean, I've had my
thank
story
you, Desert Joe.
I've had my story out there for years.
That's cool. So, it's just like...
No, if I were in that situation I'm just not in that situation. I don't know. If I were in that situation and yes, he were a good man and he was seeing me and he wanted to commit and it just happened, then it'll happen. I don't
That's
have
not what I'm even talking. I'm just...
It's not an
confusing.
Expectation.
What?
It's not an expectation.
What's not an expectation?
Like, I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. If he's seeing me...
Okay, I asked you very directly. Would you, if the guy wanted to sleep with you on the first date, would you do it? You said no. Second date, no. Third date, no. You said it would have to be at least a month. You would need XYZ. You need commitment. You'd have to be boyfriend, girlfriend. You need exclusivity.
Exclusivity.
So are these things negotiable or are they your boundaries?
They are negotiable. It depends on the situation.
What's the situation? What's the situation that you guy the first night you meet him?
I would not do that.
Well, you literally have.
That was situational, and that was when I was younger. I would not